Hi everyone, this is Hyken and this is the third part of the TUNIC 80% tutorial. Today we are gonna go over Quarry and Ziggurat mainly. I'll see if I have time to start Atoll. I don't think I will. It will probably just be this. It's probably the trickiest part of the run because you don't have a checkpoint if you're doing the full fast route. The last checkpoint you had is when you died in West Garden, basically. And it will be the same until the end of Ziggurats. I will show you like a way to make the route safer, which I highly recommend to start doing runs because it's way less frustrating because you can always finish the run in Ziggurat. So there we go. You move forward as soon as you are like aligned with this kind of diamond. You can start grabbing and then targeting. You can grab before targeting. It saves a little bit of time. Then you move a little bit inwards and press A. While pressing A there, I like to input the C code with my left hand. So pressing A, I mean press interact, so X on the actual PS5 controller. As soon as you start praying, you can start inputting the C code with your so left hand, and as soon as it does the validation sound, you can start like saying you want to grab. So you're sorry, you are here. You want to grab and target. So let's do this one again. Nothing too hard actually. There we go. Start praying, you input the C codes. You can start targeting there actually. And as soon as you hear the sound, you go. Then you roll away. You roll forward. If you had missed it, if you had missed the C code, you can input it here because it's just a straight line. So as long as you know how to input codes while running, it's fine. You won't lose time. And then you stop as soon as possible and you pray. You want to be like on the staircase and it will always work. As soon as it's done, you can do your menuing. So the cursor should be here when you add this part. So you press this on item 2, this on item 3, and you close and you roll forwards. Let me redo this. This is gonna be annoying. Hello. It's fine. I'm not sure I gain time by doing the... Okay, so this is equipped. The menuing is this. I mean, more or less. So you get the... What I want to point at is that as long as you roll soon enough, like before the pillar is actually down, you will collect all the mana bits. And it's necessary to have all the mana bits if you do the most risky routes. Roll forward, get all the mana bits. There you go, they will follow you anyway. Okay, so you get there. If you want to play it really safe, you can take this save point. However, I don't recommend this one because if you fail this step, then you can take it if you want to play it safe. If you want to do the riskier routes, you can't take this save point at all. I mean, you can't take any save points at all because you want to death warp in the end. But to start runs, it's not too bad to like attempt this. If it fails, you go for it. But the trick is not really hard. So you're gonna have the C code. It's necessary to have the mana reduction. So what you want to do is you want to start grabbing him. He's gonna start falling down. As soon as he starts falling down, you shoot a nice shot. So with my right target button, I will do. So whatever button you bound to item 1 and item 2, and then you re-grab and you'll start falling. So it goes like this. Okay, when you're in the air, you want to do 3 things. You want to equip your card. You have a lot of time because you're falling for a while. Then you want to equip your effigy on item 3, and then you want to put the cursor on the sword. So you can rewind my menuing, sorry, if you want to see how I do it precisely. Okay, then you move forward. You're gonna be a little bit like out of camera, but you can just follow the path, and you quit to title screen. This what it does, this quit to title screen, is it allows you to get back all your health, because as you might have spotted, because we are inside the zone we are not supposed to be, we are losing our max health until we have 1. The thing is, if we only have 1 max health, we can't take damage, of course, and we want to take damage from the fairies. You can run with a numpad 0 there, because you want to type the code again, the C code, and then you get into this part. So this part is a little bit tricky. It's one of the first skips. So you want to walk into the square that's like a bit further than where I am. Okay, I triggered it on accident. I didn't mean to, but that's what you're gonna do. So you just roll forward until you hit it. After this, so when it starts falling, you are gonna want to come back against this edge. And then when at a cue that I will mention, what you're gonna do is you're gonna press effigy, upright, ice rod. So ice shot while having the joystick or the D-pad upright. I like to do those on D-pad because I'm sure I have the right direction. And another one without holding any direction. So it's just effigy, D-pad, ice rod upright, up left, sorry, and ice rod neutral. So you can just train it there. The initial the initial rotation of the character doesn't matter, because the effigy like puts you in a fixed state anyway. So okay, once you have this in your hands, so once again, effigy, up left, ice rod, neutral, ice rod. You can do it. Okay, you need the C code. Remember to always have your C code particles. You need to activate it, and as soon as the particles drop, the C code particle disappear, you can do it. It's gonna be in the dark, so you're not gonna have feedback. But if you do it correctly, you start falling. You can do an extra one when you touch the ground to cancel the falling animation, and then you're good to go. Then you run this way. Okay, so that's the main fork that you are gonna think about. If you want to do the riskier route that we do in runs, you go down directly. But if you do your first runs, I highly suggest just taking the save points. It loses about a minute towards the run, like across the run. It's a lot of time, but it makes it way less reset heavy. And this run is already kind of reset heavy. And to gain in experience, to get better at the game, doing full runs that go all the way is, in my opinion, much more like important than just doing the fast route as soon as possible. I think you will get better a little bit faster if you just try to finish runs. But that's a personal opinion. If you want to go for the risky stuff from the get-go, just go down. I will just take the save point, just to show. So you still have the particles there. When you do, you can roll, equip the sword, and roll again. Okay, so this is a tricky part. So you run across that one room, so you activated 5 fairies. You're gonna want to dodge the fairy shots, all the fairy shots but one, when going to the ladder storage. I will try to do it my best. It's kind of a tricky part of the run. It takes a while to get used to, and it's kind of RNG dependent. So I like to dodge this one, maybe take this one. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so the fairy tanked the shot for me. You can try to time a roll. So okay, so I got it this time. That's pretty cool. You can already just practice this, even if it's not the trick itself. It's kind of a hard part, to be honest. So once you get to the ladder, you do a ladder storage with the sword that you have equipped. So there's actually 2 teams. What I do is I just do a ladder storage, go around here, and as soon as I'm aligned with this little fork, yeah, I was explaining, so I didn't really pay attention to what was going on. You want to start doing swords 3, sorry, 3 hits woods combo. Forward, so away from the fairies, basically. So you want them to shoot at you. Let's do it again. Okay, I like to take this shot, actually. Yeah, this one is pretty good. Don't roll too much, because you will get out of stamina, and then it's harder to dodge stuff. So, you get there, and as soon as you're aligned with the fork, you start spamming roll forwards. If this works, I was probably... Yeah, I was too far to the left this time. To the right, sorry. So, to the left of the fox, but the right of the camera. You want to be a little bit more in bounds. Oh, not all the fairies spawn, that's a shame. And also, it's fine, okay. I don't have the secret particle, so I lost more mana than I was supposed to, but it's kind of fine. Well, not even, because I had more, because I just respawned from the save point. Okay. So yeah, you get a little bit more inside, and then you get it. And that should work. Okay, let me redo it once. So yeah, if you want to train with all the fairies, you just retake the save points because of the issue we discussed like in previous video, where enemies that are dead won't respawn when you load the state. You roll, you equip the sword at some point. Okay, wow, hit missed me. Insane. And this one is tanking. This can be really frustrating. Okay, at least I got hit this time. Don't want to get hit before the ladder storage. And there we go. Now you can start spamming. If you go too far forward, you can go back. As soon as you're not too far forward, it's gonna work. And you get here. Okay. There you're gonna want to pick up. So once again, while this save is not really doesn't really matter because we don't do anything risky in here or anything that could kill us. So you just roll forward. You are gonna need to get the dynamites. Get the dynamites. When you get the dynamites chest, you equip the effigy and you quit to title screen. Then you just reload in. During the fall, you can type in the C code again. I like to do it this way. And you enter this. So this is the hardest trick in the game because it's frame perfect without any real setup or queue. It saves a lot of time though. It saves about 40 seconds, and you can attempt it pretty much indefinitely. So what you want to do is just is a simple simple idea. You want to press the effigy at the frame where you enter the loading zone. If you see yourself just pressing the effigy a little bit too early, like I did, you can always quit to title screen and you will not lose the effigy. If you do it too late, you're just gonna enter the loading zone. So it takes a while to get, well, it never really gets consistent, but it takes a while just to get like probably the first time and the first few times. So what you can do is you can back and forth between the loading zone until you get it. There, I got it. Okay, that's what it's gonna look like when I do the full thing. So as soon as you get it, you will know that you get it. You can rewind the video for when I get it. You hear the little sound of the beginning sound of the effigy, and also your feet are snapped back to the neutral position, basically. So it's kind of easy to spot when you get it. As soon as you enter the transition, you are gonna. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do. So ice rod upright. So we're gonna use like the time where you're above ground to navigate all the way there, because if we don't, we are gonna land further up. So what we do is you ice rods up left once and then 3 times neutral. I don't have mana because I didn't have the C code. No, it's not the save point. This is the save codes. Okay. So you do once up left and 3 times neutral. And then if you have time, which you should because the fall takes a little while, you want to equip the grappling hook and get your cursor back to the dynamite. So how does this work actually? This is a wrong warp. By using the effigy at the frame, we enter the loading zone, we freeze our position. So the game will transition us to the next room, but will keep our position coordinates from the previous room, which happen to be directly like across the room and upwards, so we have time to navigate. Okay, let's try to show it again. If you see that you fail it, you just save and quit as fast as possible so we don't lose the effigy. Okay, I got it again. 1, 2, 3. Equip the orb and equip the dynamite. Okay, so this is probably the hardest part of the game, but once again, it should not end your run as long as you don't break the effigy on accident. Then you roll forwards. You can roll with numpad 0 to input the C code again. My controller cable is messed up, sorry. What is happening right now? Great. Okay, there we go, sorry. So you can input the C codes while running. And then, so, okay, once again, there's a little fork there. If you decided to go for the safer route, the safer option, which takes save points, you kind of want to activate this pillar. Well, you will need, actually. It's not a question because you need to get out of the door anyway. And you can save here for safety. If you didn't, though, you are gonna be at 1 health. 4 mana you should be. And you just keep going forward to the boss. 3 mana, actually, I think, not 4. It's 3 mana, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so what we are gonna do there, you try to align as best as possible. It's kind of precise, but not too much, to the center of the stairs. Once we are at the top, you shoot with your fire arrow. So what it does is it triggers the boss, the scavenger. And then you get against the screen. You are off the arena while she is just inside it. We are gonna wait for... So this is an RNG part. We just want to wait for a good pattern. Whatever gets her close to this, to the ledge there is good. So there she did... Okay, I'm gonna show this one after. So when she gets close, as soon as she gets close with either running towards you or an attack, you freeze her. As soon as you freeze her, you move back towards the edge. And you want... A good way to set it up is to use the grappling hook without targeting, of course, or you're gonna like get to her. That's not the point. You just want to set the positioning a little bit. So you grappling hook once down right and once down. I failed it, I think. Let's redo it. And then you grapple hook as soon as she's... What's happening? Okay, that should work, yeah. Okay. And then she's gonna hit a kill plane. That was probably not very clear. Okay, sometimes she takes a little while and that's annoying, but I'm not sure how to fix it. Okay, so what I just did... So you freeze her. As soon as you freeze her, you get against the little ledge. You press grappling hook without holding any direction, and as soon as you press it, you hold down right, and once again, but with down. This gets you back a little bit. And that's good because we don't want to be against the ledge, or the freeze knockback will knock us back like way further, and that's not the point. And if you're too far, let's say here, if you grab onto her, she will like get there actually. She will get onto the same platform as we are. We just want her to drop there, so down below to hit the kill plane. So what a kill plane is like an invisible like floor or trigger below the arena, where if anything drops below, it will get killed instantly. This works on us, but it also works on the bosses. So there we go again. You trigger her. I'm bad at having the angle now. You get there. I need a C code maybe. You wait for a good pattern. That's a good pattern. You do the little setup, and you grab as soon as she's unfrozen. And she dies. Yeah. As she does the attacks, like the shotgun attack or the dynamite attack that doesn't get her close, there's nothing you can really do about it. You just have to wait. Oh, I need to, same as before, the bug, I need to use the save point again to reload her. There's a little optimization that you can do. She does one specific attack. So let's see if she wants to do it now. Would be cool, right? You can skip the freeze actually, which is pretty good. It saves a little bit of time. Not this attack. But she has two sword attack. One attack where she swings from the sides and one where she swings from above. So if she gets close to you with the strat, with the attack where she swings from above, you can directly grab her as soon as she touches the ground. This is the attack actually. That was nice. Thanks for showing me. So yeah, you don't have to freeze, but that's the only attack that does it. When she's dying, you can equip the Dynamite because you have the cursor already pressed. I did not mean to use it, but that's fine. You have, across the run, you have exactly one extra Dynamite. There's stuff you can do to skip the like dynamites. If you don't have any, you're not softlock, you can finish the run, but you will lose a lot of time. Okay. So, you collect this, and that's where things differ. If you had done the risky route, so without taking any checkpoints, you just throw a dynamite, wait until the range, and since you were at 1 HP, you will die, and you will be respawned here, because that's the same respawn point that we took earlier. And you can do the rest. If you did play it safe and took the save point, this won't work, because first of all, you're not at... I will have to do it again, don't I? Okay. You will be at full health, so the dynamite won't kill you. Oh well, at least she didn't spawn, it's fine. I cannot access the key. This is great. I just want to show the save option, and you had taken save points anyway, so you wouldn't get warped to the point where you wanted to. Let's just do it again quickly. Surely she'll give me a nice pattern. This can be really frustrating when you want to push for fast time, then she just keeps shooting at you. Okay. There we go. You take this. So what you do is you quit to title, go around, you had opened this because you prayed to activate it, you get onto this square, you pray, and so this is this place, you probably know because you have played the game, I hope, is like a fast travel thing. So you get to the bottom left one, and you pray there, and you are at the same points at the normal route. So there you go. That's it for the ziggurats. Do I want to do Atoll? I probably could. I think I have time, yeah. And then we do the rest of the run in the next video. It's kind of awkward to cut like Atoll and Library because it's the same biome, but I think that will work. Okay. So once you are here, so you will need to be kind of fast because this enemy there is on It's not tight or anything, but he's on like a routine where he moves back and forth, and you want him at a specific point. So you want to, you will have, as soon as you spawn, you don't have to pray, but I will just pray to reset the cycle. I move there with numpad 0 because I need to input a C code. Then I get back into controller. I shoot at him. Wait, that's not the fastest method. Wait for me. I just switched method. There's something a little bit faster. So you just shoot at him, you wait there. And as soon as he's kind of aligned with the rocks, you freeze him, and then you grapple, and then you get there. You can refreeze it instantly. Refreezing doesn't lose mana. And then you roll, you want to move the stick down so that you trigger the grappling hook and not the enemy, and you go. Then you want to pass there. Be careful, you want to kind of align there. If you move to those 4 like squares, it will trigger those fairies, and you don't want to trigger those fairies. So cut it all the way to the far side. Then you get against inside this, behind this little pillar. You want to, I don't know if I have this activated, I don't know if I had C code activated, but you want to, you will have if you do the run normally. You want to freeze him and then grapple him. Sometimes you activate fairies, you kind of have to adapt the fairies that are like there, the one that just activated. Then you activate the second pillar. If the fairies are activated too early, you have to kill them before you do it, or while praying if you time it right. If they activate later, like kind of they did just now, you kind of want to take 1 damage from them. It's the most optimal thing to do. Then you wait, and just as soon as the pillar is completely down, not when it activates and you hear the sounds, but when it's completely down, you can quit the title screen. And that's the first 2 pillars, so the beginning of this zone. Then you move forwards. So what you want to do here, you want to like run into this wall for a little while so that the camera gets far enough. Because we want to target those crabs. And if you try to target too fast, you will just target this, and this is useless. So you run against a wall. You want to, basically a good cue for it is you want to run until you see the gray path, the gray metal path. Then, so you can't freeze him and grapple onto him right away because it's too far. I can't grapple there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just normal shot so they come towards us onto this one, then freeze this one and grapple onto this one. I make sure I have the C code activated. There we go. Switch target, grapple, and that's how we do it. Then you run kind of fast. Then you want to... Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand about where I am and start praying. And then you're gonna target the furthest one, and we are gonna... Okay, I was explaining stuff, so I messed it up, obviously. 2 pillars down should be it. Oh, I almost triggered the bug. It's fine. Let me redo it. So, shoot, switch target, shoot, grapple, roll in between, you walk upwards. As soon as you stay in this position, and as soon as you can, you target the furthest one. When it's about here, you fire shot him. And so this does 2 things. First thing is that it sets up for you to grab him, as soon as the pillar is activated. And if you so closely, the recoil effect of the headshot puts us in a position where the other crabs are gonna attempt at like chopping at us without succeeding. So it makes this part incredibly safe. Sometimes if you're a bit slow and the crabs can catch up to you, and that's a bit annoying. But if you do it correctly, let me redo it all at once so you can see how it looks. It should be fine. Oops, that was an awkward angle. Surely it still works. That was perfect. Then when you are about this height, so aligned with the 4 squares on the ground, you can grapple and press down to get to this grapple. So now is a little fork again. If you had taken damage from the fairy, you can just run around the crab, but if you didn't, you need to take damage. So you want to take damage from the crab. You just keep running. If you did take damage from the fairy, it's not gonna catch up to you. Get onto this ladder, get onto this ladder, and start praying. Now we are gonna equip, so we do 3 things. We equip the Dynamite to suicide at the end, equip the Ice Bomb, and we get the cursor onto the sword, because we are gonna need to equip it. Then as soon as the pillar is done, you quit to title again. So, okay, so if you, I didn't mention, but if you wanted to play it safer, you could have taken 2 hits from the crab to get to 1 HP. It's a bit slower, but it's made be safer. The faster thing, though, which is the one I'm gonna explain, is you could just ignore the crabs. As soon as you get past this tile on the floor, you start praying. Okay, I messed it up. 4 pillars done. And as soon as you activate the zone, you want to take 2 damage from the crabs. Activate the zone, and then you move forwards. That worked. Okay, that was super lucky. You're not supposed to roll twice, actually. It makes it more awkward than anything. It's just a matter of like delaying stuff a little bit, so you'll get the hang of it eventually. So as soon as you pass the tile, you can start praying. What? Was I too far up? Maybe I was too far up. Not up. That should work, right? Why doesn't it work? Did I break the... I am confident that I'm far enough, so... Maybe the pillar just broke. Which I need to check my... Oh no, I was not far enough. This is interesting. This is very surprising. Okay. So as you saw me, I just took 2 damage and rolled forwards after a little delay so that I can enter the loading zone and the crabs don't catch up to me. Okay, so that's about it for the second part. I think I might do everything else in the last part. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Practice your wrong warps and your scav boss fights and enjoy.